Hey guys, this is Crystal. There's going to be a bit of change when it comes to the format of my channels. Of course, being that I'm a singer-songwriter, I'm going to be, promoting my stuff. That's a given. However, I also am going to start moving into the realm of other things, such as to help my followers live a better life, such as frugality, healthcare, skincare, and other things. So today I would like to talk to you about tretinoin. I've been on tretinoin for a number of years, and I started out with the 0.25% cream. That's what I started out with, and I was on that for a number of years, and then I moved up to the gel because I had read some stuff online, and I kind of felt like maybe the cream was clogging my pores or whatever, so I started using the 0.25% gel, which was fine. And then I moved up to the point, I think it's the point 0.4 microgel. And I really didn't care for that one that much. People say that Retin A micro is more gentle on the skin, is this, that, and the third, but for me, I didn't really get the buffering effect. Like I didn't really get to the effect that it was not irritating my skin. It was still gel and it still irritated my skin a lot. So I decided to go back to the cream and just use the 0.5% this time. And that is what I've been doing. I've been getting used to it since like late August, this strength since like late August, early September. Now, here is what I am using: the Tretinoin 0.5% cream. So, as you can see, the tube will last you a long time. That's one of the good things about tretinoin as opposed to other skincare stuff, is that it, number one, is evidence based, it's a prescription medication. Number two is a lot cheaper than all those creams and potions and stuff like that. I mean, there'll be a retinol potion that can cost like $50 a bottle, and yet you can get this for like $10 a tube. So it's a lot more economical and it's science based, which is why I prefer to use the tretinoin. Basically, like I said earlier, there is a bit of fear mongering when it comes to the cream versus the gel versions. And if you actually have talked to your doctor and you actually have noticed issues when you're using the cream, that's one thing. But don't make the mistake I did, which is jumping online, jumping on Reddit, and feeling that, oh, the cream that I've been using has these ingredients in it that are pore clogging, and therefore I have to stop using it before my face turns into a pizza or whatever. Is is a lot of fear mongering online about it. And look at it this way, like, it is technically an acne medication, and they kind of discover the anti-aging benefits later. So why would they want to ruin your skin if you're using an acne medicine? Why would they want to make your skin break out more if you're using an acne medication? Then you're not going to want to use it. Then they're not going to get paid. Why would they do that? You have to look at it like that. These studies about certain ingredients being pore clogging or whatever, a lot of these studies were done on old rabbit ear, outdated models. And it really does not translate to what's going on with the human skin now. So you have to look at it from that point of view as well, and not just get caught up in the whirlwind of whatever's going on Reddit or Facebook tretinoin groups or whatever or what have you. So um, if you're still having problems with breakouts and stuff like that, it may be more advantageous to you just to go up in strength instead of just freaking out about the gel versus the cream. As for me, the gel is more, it's just more irritating. No matter how much I buffered and moisturized and did this, that, and the third, the gel just never worked well for me, and I had to go back to using the cream. So that's all there is to it with regards to me. If you're curious about my skin type, it is combination. Um, so that's where I am with that. Now, as far as moisturizing, the thing with the tretinoin is that you will have to, well, I have to moisturize more than I normally would. I mean, back in the day, I didn't have to use any moisturizer at all, but when I started using tretinoin, especially at this strength, that wasn't going to cut it anymore. So what I have found that has been helpful to me are these the Dollar Tree generic versions of the Olay moisturizer. Now, in the morning, this is the one I use. Basically, it says compared to Olay Regenerous Micro Sculpting Cream, Hydrating Moisturizer by the brand Be Pure. And these little containers, they come in like little red boxes, and then when you open up the box, this is what you get. And here's how the cream looks inside. This is the day version. The day version does have a bit of a smell, but it's like, I don't know, it's very mild, but it does have a bit of a smell. So if you hate all fragrances, then, skip this. But here's the night version of it. It's the compared to Olay Regenerous Night Recovery Cream. It is the hydrating night cream. Here she is. And here she is inside. It's a nice cream. And the night version is fragrance free. So I don't know. I don't know why they just couldn't make both fragrance free. But for $1.25, I can't really cry about it. So that's the moisturizer I use in the morning and at night. In the morning, I wash my face, I apply my moisturizer, and I apply my sunscreens. At night, I wash my face, I apply my moisturizer, and I apply my retin-A. Now, I would like to get to the point where I'm able to use the retin-A on my bare skin like I was doing with the 0.025, but I'm not to that point yet because my skin still gets relatively irritated. So I just have to pull back when it comes to that. But hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, I'll be able to work up to getting the 0.5% tretinoin directly on my face and then just applying the moisturizer on top of that. That's what I would like to do. And also, sunscreen is incredibly important in the mornings, when you go out into the day. It's important anyway for anti-aging, but for retin-A is definitely, if you're using retin-A, you definitely need to use a sunscreen. Right now I'm using this. It is the Cetaphil Sun 50 Sheer Mineral Face Sunscreen. It doesn't irritate the eyes because it's mineral, and I have no issues with this. I really like it. Some people may not. And as for the eye cream, technically you don't really need an eye cream, but I just like to play around with the ones at the Dollar Tree. Right now I'm using the Glowing Vitamin C Eye Cream with niacinamide and vitamin E from Global Beauty Care at the Dollar Tree. So I use that around my eyes as well. So that is my Tretinoin skincare cream journey, whatever. Um, Here's the thing. With Tretinoin, it can be a bit of a trial and error to see what works for you. And some people give up and they can't deal with like the purging or finding the correct moisturizer for them or, this, that, and the third, which is fine. But to stay on track, you have to ask yourself why you're doing this. What's going on? Like, why do I want to undergo this tretinoin journey? And let's say you work in a field where image is very important and age discrimination is a real thing, such as like acting, music, something like that. You work in a field like that where age discrimination is a real thing. Well, trying to get ahead of the aging process as much as possible using something science-based like tretinoin, that is what's driving you to do it. So I understand that. As for me, I had a lot of experiences in my early life where I felt that I missed out on life and I was put at a disadvantage and I was put behind where I should be at my age. I felt that I was put behind. And I'm guessing if I really look at it from a psychological standpoint, the whole reason I was on tretinoin was kind of not feel that I missed out on my youth and to kind of get back my youth because I felt that I was not allowed to live my youth the way that I should have been allowed to. I felt that I was so far behind other people due to a lot of stuff that happened to me when I was younger. So you have to decide your why for using tretinoin so you will really stick with it and find the correct moisturizers, sunscreen, all of that to meet your needs to support your skin while you are on your tretinoin journey. So if you have any questions, please ask. I will try to help. I thank you for your time and remember to stream my new album out now called I. Like Me, Myself, and I, it's just I. That is the title of the album. And it's everywhere where music is sold. So have a good day and I'll talk to you later.